Ladies and gentlemen, new update is coming tomorrow. First of all, we have February monthly sale. Basically, reach the top up target by any means during the event period and you'll get an extra male archmage outfit and the time limited broadcast item. Absolutely free if you're doing the top up, if you're reaching the top up limit, which is this one here, I guess. I think you need to push this a little bit over. Oh my god, look at that, 28,000. Oh my goodness, oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, you can get an archmage suit and a broadcast if you're reaching the top up limit, which is this one here. Do that and you're gonna have a free set, easy peasy. And then fix the problem where an incorrect dismantling rate was shown for the destructor in certain situations. What are you talking about? That was happening all the time yesterday and the day before, in the last couple of days. I couldn't loot materials. Are you kidding me, bro? Just watch this out, boys. Watch this out. That's why I get from 2 hits. So 1, 2 hits to actually get 6 materials. Are you kidding me, bro? Bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? It's like 2 times slower than it used to be. Come. Fix the model interpolation issue where some models were displayed abnormally. Okay, I've seen some of those, definitely I've seen some of those. Have a look on these ones. Thanks for watching, boys. Make sure you drop a like, you subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends if you really enjoyed it. I know it's a short update, but you know, that's the least I could do. Also have a look on the best moments from the mobile tournament, the $60,000 tournament, and the winners and what they earn over there. So enjoy.
And it's just brilliant displays, these highlights as well. It really shows you that some of these players have amazing mechanics and what they're able to do, and it's quite hard for them to land these specific shots because they are playing on mobile, and that's the crazy thing about it. You can see the building being done, the way they move their cursor around is just something that is quite impressive across the board. And we said, all right, if you're one of these amazing mechanic players, well, you need to sort of, I personally said, you need to find a way to hedge your risks going into these maps.
Yep.
Stop being so aggressive. Actually sit back a little bit, because you can just sit on the fringe a little bit more. That gives you that extra safety, and you're going to beat 90% of the players anyway. You don't have to be in the thick of things all the time.
I mean, you know, when talking about aggression and kind of, you know, we do get very critical in the sense, like, especially in a fight like this, right? Ibeat's being caught out time and time again, trying to push, finding Pugly, but then I'm pretty sure it's traded immediately after it. It's kind of these things where we do start to probably get a little bit aggressive towards the players that don't play as methodically as we'd like them to. But like we're saying, you know, it's paying off for some of them. Yep. And I think the problem is when you change your whole game style and you step out into the open, right, it completely kind of opens you up to certain fights that you would not have usually taken, or maybe you find yourself in the top 2 with 0 kills when someone like Ibeats is usually top 5 with 10 kills. Finding second place and how many kills, you know, what I really want to talk about is those last 3 players.
Yes.
Right? Yep. All 3 of those players were extremely intelligent in the fights that they took, in the way they went about the entire map. You saw it's Leo hiding in the rafters for the first, you know, 20 minutes of the game until he decides to come out in the open. It's Leo is what happens when you have a love child between Mr. Pow and someone like Jojo, someone who's good at the game mechanically but also incredibly smart. We've seen it's Jojo in the highlight, it's Leo in the highlight reels,
yep,
and we're seeing it again.
And that's something that I really like to point out, because It's Leo seems to be really doing the most different style between everyone else. People like to sit inside the bushes and like stalk their way on through. It's a bit more of this sort of slower approach. It's Leo gets himself into a decent spot and, like you said, does the camping. He's actually really patient, uses exceptional amounts of discipline in order to actually sit back and wait for his right opportunity to take those kills. And then when he does it, is well executed as well. So I like that you point out that It's Leo has actually managed to come in and take a win purely because he is someone that does have a decent amount of mechanics, but is just understanding, hey, I don't want to have to handle Ivy. I don't want to have to handle Melia at this moment in time. I'm just going to let themselves get killed, get extinct out because their playstyles forces them out into the open, and people like Jojo, people like Redley Gaming do find those lucky shots, even though that wasn't a lucky shot from Jojo there to finish off Ivy. That was cold, hard fighting there from Jojo.
Yeah, and you can see Jojo's come up in the reel twice so far. I believe at this point, Jojo only had 2 kills. You'll be able to see in a second. Oh my god, It's Leo with that shot. Just absolutely ridiculous. But Jojo only had 2 kills coming into the final 12.
Being the key sort of ingredient in most of these players' arsenals. As you can see, Jojo taken out early, might still have enough points. I guess that's something we're going to have to figure out and find out once all the judges come back with all the answers. But some of these plays here have been absolutely nutty across the board there. G Sumo, another fantastic play coming into it. And I really do want to just touch on most of these players and just say, hey, these play styles are vast. We thought initially it was just everyone being crazy in the Mediterranean region, but it starts to evolve in terms of how they actually operate, whether they be long shooters, whether they be shotgun users, whether they like to actually play those fringe or med strats instead. It evolved over time and it's been quite impressive.
Yeah, adapt to survive. A lot of them have been able to survive, but the thing for me, the storyline in all of this is the last map. We see all top 5 members fall out before 20th spot. That means that there's no more possibilities than 3 points for rankings. Now, unless they've found more kills than that, they're not going to be able to accumulate. And with Cape finishing 3rd, Yugazer finishing 1st, the points being despaired all around the region, realistically. Yeah. This could actually blow it open and push players out of the top 8 that we saw and thought for a fact when coming into this final day. That has to be it, right? This is an opportunity for these players to now start to claim these points. This is where I want to see where the players...
4 matches. That really goes to show you what you can do if you are the complete player going forward. If you play calculatively with those mechanics, 75 points, ridiculous.
Yeah, so touching Jojo, I mean, we don't really need to continue on that. Best player by far, was consistent in the group stages. For me, the storyline of the entire series, map number 5, Yugazer going ham to collect 24 points to pole vault to 2nd place, $5,000. That is absolutely nutty.
Yeah, well, I must preface though that these numbers are tentative. They're not 100% locked in yet. There is a reason that ex-Russian chess champion is an ex-champion, because his numbers aren't 100%. So any contenders watching at home, there may be some slight discrepancies, but this is as good as we have right now and should be correct. And we are back to the CD Showdown Finals. We had an exciting...
Across the board, the entire map. It was more towards the mid that we actually started seeing come to fruition. The true colors starting to shine, and here we go. It's Flakes just dismantling around that 50-player mark. Just starts to find himself in these favorable fights, but still, it is dangerous in the open.
Exactly, but the thing is with Flakes, though, is he likes to actually play around that side. He's way more calculative and does have amazing mechanics at the same time. That's where you can see him being able to, time and time again, find those kills, come out on top over and over again, and that's why I really hope that we can see a similar performance, at least get into that top 5. If you manage to pick up another 9 kills by doing that again, is going to be in a really good position, managing to find a great shot onto Mills there, who could have been one of the few players that has the prowess to take him down.
Problem is with Mills is the aggression is way too aggressive. It sounds like I'm kind of the
Overtuned.
double standards there, but it's dialed up to 9, right? Like
Yep.
there's not many more places in which Mills could go aggressive. Flakes, however, is able to kind of manipulate the aggression in which he plays at and kind of isolate players left, right, and center. All of these are 1v1s with no chance of a trade kill coming from anyone.
Yep.
That is the kind of difference we're talking about. Look at the coach propel he used.
That was just amazing, right?
And look at this shot, though. This shot is ridiculous. Look at that. Look at the quick swap. This man is on fire.
Bit too slow on the gun there, but a couple of nice highlights and a couple of our named highlighted superstars falling quite early. Eclipse, I had my hopes on her, but she came about 30th, I believe.
That is right, and mind you, she actually took out some heavy hitters as well on her way there, so is the nature of the battle royale, as you mentioned before, if you have coming across strong players, you end up being taken down quite early and a bit rough across the board there, as now most of these players are going to be kicking themselves. They really are.
Yeah.
A lot of them that were actually ranked quite high, taken out very early.
Flake should have the means in which to stay first, and I actually think that the top 2 are not going to move around too much because of the fact that even the players in the top 20 did not finish anywhere near high enough to start to contest those 2. However, I think that there will be a small shake-up. I think that people will just be shy by points. I'm talking points for hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars from the 3rd. I reckon it's going to be the 3rd ranking down to the 8th. It's going to be so tight, mainly because all the front runners were taken out by not even I would say about the 40th player mark. We'd seen pretty much all of the big players gone. This was unbelievable by Fallen. I believe, just to be honest, a bit of luck, but that second shot on the Yamin, the quick scope with the guided RPG, unbelievable.
Yeah, and it just ended up being nice and easy for School Lunch from that point onwards, especially right here. As you can see, level 5, 270 materials, picks up a massive arsenal right off the back of it. Goes, you know what? Someone might be hiding in this brush here as well, and says, I'm just going to shoot just for good measure. Better safe than sorry.
So damn close. We saw School Lunch come out with the win. All he would have needed was a couple more kills throughout the entire 5 maps, but falls shy by 2 points to find some cash money.